Close your eyes and imagine time has paused for a moment, as if the world outside has gone silent, pressing pause so you can breathe, so you can finally listen to your own soul. Because sometimes all we need is that, a pause, a space to listen, a place to truly meet ourselves. Perhaps you feel exhausted from searching, exhausted from trying to understand why things feel stuck, why patterns repeat. You might be weary of carrying old wounds, emotional hurts that no one sees, but that remain tender within. Even if the world around you doesn't notice, you feel it. You feel the exhaustion of fighting something invisible, something inside shaping your reality without your consent. This silent force often carries a name, not an everyday name, a word you repeat, almost unconsciously. A word that hides in the spaces between thoughts, gestures, decisions. A word planted in you long ago, perhaps in childhood, even by someone unaware of its power. And instead of liberating, it trapped you. Bruce Lipton reminds us of something that changes everything. Words aren't just sounds. They create mental pictures. Those pictures release chemicals in our body. Every word you repeat with feeling changes your biology, shifts your frequency, reshapes your identity. A single word can truly change your life, not magic, but code. It's command. It's vibration. Think about it. How many times a day do you tell yourself, I can't? How often do you limit yourself unknowingly by repeating a phrase, an idea, an old vibration? That constant repetition activates an emotional field that paralyzes, that sabotages, that colors your present with echoes of a past that no longer needs to exist. And here is where transformation can begin. Neville Goddard said, "Every word is a creative impulse. When you speak with emotion and conviction, you give form to the invisible. If you change the word, plant a new seed, the soil of your life begins to bloom, not through external miracle, but through inner change. The right word is not just any word. It must resonate in your body. It must fit your pain like a balm. It must be repeated with feeling, truth, intention, because that's how it takes root in your subconscious. That's how it breaks through hardened soil made of trauma, fear, memory. That's how it finds light. Imagine this word as a seed, a vibrational seed. Every time you repeat it with coherent emotion, with conscious breath, with presence, it sinks deeper. It penetrates. It begins to germinate, and over time, effortlessly, it becomes behavior, perception, destiny. Perhaps your soul isn't asking for more information now. Maybe you don't need complex answers or mental explanations. Perhaps all you've been seeking is one word, a word that represents what most needs to be felt, what you forgot you deserve, what you stopped believing is possible. What if that word already exists? What if it's been waiting for you this whole time, like an access code to your own truth? And what if all it takes is beginning to repeat it with gentleness, breath, faith? Not to pretend everything is fine, but to open a new space within, a space where healing can happen, where presence can return, where you can finally find yourself again. This video is an invitation, not to memorize ready-made phrases, but to choose. Consciously choose the vibration you want to nurture, the word you want to plant, the energy you want to expand. Because everything begins this way, with a word, a single word, born in you and reborn with you. Hardly anyone notices, but there's one word many carry like a silent spell, a small, everyday word, yet devastating. I can't. It slips from your lips like a reflex, like an ancient whisper from childhood, like a repeating echo that slipped into truth inside you. When you say, I can't, your body shrinks, your breath shortens, your heart slows. Because that phrase activates memory, cellular memory, a pattern of learned helplessness, of unworthiness, of limitation. And the subconscious, a devoted child, follows the command without questioning. What if, instead of I can't, you said, I'm still in the process of... Do you feel the difference? One phrase closes, the other opens. One blocks, The other invites. The word process communicates to your brain that you are moving, that you haven't arrived yet, but you are walking. And that changes everything. Because the subconscious understands movement, not perfection. This subtle shift, so small, starts to reprogram your vibrational field, begins to dissolve fixed beliefs, begins to plant hope where rigidity once stood. And that's exactly where true transformation begins. Bruce Lipton teaches us, it's not your genes that define your life. It's the signals your environment sends to your cells. And many of these signals come from the words you repeat, words that shape your physiology, that alter your chemistry, that transform your body quietly, day after day. Your body can't tell whether the command came from outside or inside. If you say, I'm worthless, nothing works, I don't deserve, your body responds with imbalance, with contraction, with sabotage, because those words activate stress hormones, trigger survival states, patterns that over time generate dis-ease. But when you consciously choose a new word, like I deserve, and write it in places you'll see, your brain begins to reorganize. And if you couple that word with small gestures, a full breath, an open posture, a soft gaze, your body responds. Because it's not just the mind that learns, the body learns too, and the body remembers. Here's a common misconception that deserves gentleness, not blame. Repeating positive words without feeling them doesn't change anything. In fact, it often backfires. When you say abundance with fear, doubt, emptiness, the field registers scarcity. Real vibration lies not in the word, but in the emotion behind it. Word without feeling is just noise. Word with feeling is creative energy. Spiritual neuroscience shows transformation occurs when there's coherence between word, image, and emotion. This triad forms an energetic signature, and that signature is what the universe hears. Practice like this. Pick your word, write it down. Then close your eyes and visualize a real scene where that word is already true. See it, feel it, breathe it. Let that image enter your body, and then softly repeat the word like a nourishing whisper, feeding your energy field. This is living vibration. No need for lengthy rituals, no need for exhaustive effort. 3 minutes a day can change your vibrational field. Choose one word for the week, only one. The word that most resonates with what your soul needs now. It might be trust, healing, light, return, wholeness. The word does not come from the mind, it comes from feeling. For 3 minutes a day, say that word aloud, eyes closed, breathing steady, body present. Imagine the word entering your chest, radiating through every cell like light, like a subtle reprogramming, like new information vibrating in your DNA. Anchor the word to a positive emotional memory, something your body recognizes as truth, something that warms you. This creates a vibration anchor. And throughout your day, if sabotaging thoughts arise, simply bring the word back. Repeat it like a mantra, like a reminder, like a reunion. Picture a dark cave inside you, deep and cold. Then imagine a match struck inside it. The flame is small, but it illuminates. It transforms the space. It brings life, presence, clarity. That's what a word spoken with genuine emotion can do in your subconscious. It's the spark, the fire, the light that breaks internal silence. A man in deep depression, unresponsive to therapy or medication, chose a single word, I return. For 21 days, he repeated it daily, with emotion, with devotion, with a silent faith. He didn't expect miracles, but something inside began to shift. Gradually, vitality returned. Emotional clarity strengthened. It wasn't instantaneous, but it was real. I return was the fire that lit his field. And with that fire, he was reborn. Words are codes, vibrational commands that every cell listens to. Each cell is constantly listening. And when you change your inner language, you change biology. You change your destiny. A conscious repetition of a coherent word installs a new energetic signature in your field, a new frequency, a new path. Neville Goddard said, "The word spoken with faith is already the prayer answered. The verb is the seed of destiny. The word is the bridge between the invisible and the manifest." Now, take a breath. Ask yourself, what word do you most need to feel? What vibration do you wish to inhabit? Choose just one. And allow it to govern your field for the next 7 days. Let it speak for you, heal for you, create for you. Because, if the universe hears you all the time, what word have you allowed to echo within you?